Heyo, today we're going to be doing a video on about what towers have the greatest popping power. So how we're going to do this is we're going to go on to Monkey Meadows on Sandbox. We aren't going to have any heroes, any towers buffing them, and we're going to place them in this little loop here. And we're going to go through the order. I'm going to kind of demonstrate something you can do. So I'm gonna spawn Moab, and you can see that like the Dart Monkey is getting popping power every time when he hits the Moab. So we're gonna use this number, and we're gonna decide which monkeys have the best popping power and which do not. So we're gonna open our notepad, and we're gonna take notes of how much our towers cost, and we're not gonna be including paragons. We're not going to be including anything that needs more than one tower. So Plasma Monkey Fan Club would only be the Plasma Monkey, which obviously isn't going to have that much, but we could still test it. First thing we're going to test is we're going to test Ultra Juggernaut. And we're also going to use round 95 and round 100. And we're going to start with like our round 100 tests to see how it goes. So Ultra Juggernaut, we're gonna put the cost as 380, 700, 1700 plus 900 is 2600, about 28,500 to 20. Right, it's 17, Brian 2K, 18,500. We're gonna put Ultra Juggernaut, and we're gonna see its popping power. So we're gonna start with round 100. We're gonna do 520, which it's just one bad. So 5. You can see, oh wait, I think it disappeared. So we're gonna try one more time. On the bad. You can see like it's going up in popping power. This one's probably going to be the weakest, but we still have to test it out anyways. Let's see. So we're going to let the bads die every time, just to keep everything like nice and easy. Ultra Juggernaut got 1340 popping power. Now we're gonna do a 502 Ultra Juggernaut and see where that goes. Let's see if the 502 does any better. That first one had 1340. 600. This one's primarily here for round 95, but we're going to test both of them either way. Okay, so that had 1,140, 1,200 roughly, unless this indie area gives him anything. It does not. Oh, it does. So there you have it. A 520 is stronger than a 0 or a 502. 520 over 502. So if you need the camo detection, of course, but if you don't, then you know which way to go. Next, we're going to do the Crossbowmaster. Crossbowmaster costs 30, I'm going to say 31k. So we're gonna do a 025 and see how it does against round 100 bad. You can already see like this is gonna way outpace our Ultra Juggernaut. And of course, it's almost double the price, but it has over double the popping power. And that makes sense because the Ultra Juggernaut is good in other situations, whereas this Crossbowmaster is good in this area. The Ultra Juggernaut, we can see, has almost 14k, 13,972. Now we're gonna try, of course, we have to like cross paths, so 205. I don't think this is gonna be any stronger because he's shooting slower, but I could be wrong. 13,972 is the number to beat. And of course at the end we're gonna rank everything and I'm gonna tell you which towers are the best and which ones are not the best. I'm not gonna do Plasma Monkey Fan Club. I mean, I guess we could just to see, like, for the laughs and grins. But yeah, so we have that 9k. Okay, Plasma Monkey Fan Club. This costs like, let's check. 40, so 56, 57k. And we have to use the ability, of course. But yeah, you can see like it doesn't really get anywhere near what we would be expecting. So it's better than the Ultra Juggernaut at 4257. We can also test the cross pathing as always. 4257. I don't think the cross path is going to be any better, but we can always test it. I kind of activated the ability early, but it's gonna be a little, roughly the same, a little less, but not too much. So if you're just wanting one monkey, Plasma Monkey Fan Club is not the way to go, and the Crossbowmaster would be your best bet in this situation. So we're gonna sell this. We're gonna move on to Boomerangs. We're gonna test all of these: Glaive Lord, Permacharge, and Moab Domination. So, Boomerang. Glaive Lord, 34, 37, 38. I'm gonna say 39k. We're being rough, giving rough explanation or rough whatever here. So don't expect like perfect numbers or anything. You'll get the general trend. Place in this corner, and we'll start with the faster throwing. So you can see this does better than the Plasma Monkey Fan Club. Like by default, this thing already has that much, and it's 39k. So this thing does, it's still not done. Okay, 14k. 14,129. So now we're gonna cross path and do the bottom. Which of course gives him extra range, but he has way less attack speed. He's at 9k, so I think he's gonna get to like 11k here. 520 seems like it'd be the better way to go, but we're not 100% yet. Oh wait, 502. That gives you the most popping by about 1,000. So next we're gonna try the middle path. The middle path costs 37, 41, 43, about 43k. So we're gonna do top path. And we're also gonna be using the ability. Because he has like double shot. He has like lots of popping power. Thing goes out of the range. We're not gonna have the ability. Maybe it would have been better to use it at a different point. This one's doing more damage. At 16,072. Quite a bit of damage if you ask me. So next we get to go and do 052. See if it does any more damage. The 10k, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Look at this. More power. It can almost it destroyed the bad. Like that by itself on Monkey Meadows destroyed the bad. And gives us our first one. And that's almost double the popping power. Kinda makes me want to retry the other one. Because these are such big differences in numbers. So we're gonna do 250 once more. When it gets in range, use the ability, and then we're gonna use it once at the very end. Yeah, you can see that like it's very obviously giving less power. We were already at 16k at the turn of this part. Yeah, we got a little bit of a better number there, 18,586 from like the 16k we had. In the stats that I give at the very end, we're just going to be including like the best path to go. We're not going to be including like all the random stats. Next, we're going to go to Moab Domination, which is 64, 67, 8, 68k. Place the Moab Domination down. Of course, top path first. This guy's gonna attack a little slower and probably have a little less power, I would think. Moab Domination. He's doing better than the first permacharge and the Glaive Lord. He's already at 20k. Okay, he destroys the DDT. DDTs have, or not DDT, bads. Bads have about 25k health. He almost destroys the whole thing. Wow. 52,761. So next we're gonna go on to this tower. We're going, sorry, you're seeing this stream I'm watching, whatever. So 0 to 5 now. Let's see if this has any impact on how the tower performs. 5, 6, 7. 52,761 is the number to beat. We can see he got up to the bad way back there. And 5268, so that extra range helped out just a little bit. Onto bomb towers. All of these are good. Bomb. 520, or the top path. 62, or up 65k. It's called Bloom Crush. Okay, Bloom Crush, we're gonna see what popping power is if we send a bat on it. So far, not that good. I believe that especially the Bloom Crush is good if like you lose lives, if I remember. Oh yeah, okay, it stuns Moabs, so bads aren't Moabs, apparently. Your bad is not going to be stunned during this. Which, that's kind of sad. I mean, round 100, you're probably not going to be winning Bloom Crush. Like, I've never played this, you've never played it. It's good for like big groups, but to be honest, past round 100, are we really gonna be using this? It barely had 1k pops. Honestly, I expected a little more from that tower. Maybe the frag bombs will be better? I'm not too sure. Now, don't be worried. We're not gonna go through every single tower. Like, of course, these eco towers, like the middle path on the sniper, the bottom path on the buck. We're not gonna be going through those because those obviously aren't gonna have as much DPS as something like. Well, they might have more than the Bloom Crusher, to be honest, but. Bloom Crusher, yeah, not really worth it. It's one of the weaker things. I understand why it's in the game and why people might want to play it, but like, not for where we are. Okay, Moab Eliminator, 27, 30 to 32k Moab Eliminator. This one I have high hopes for. I know it's like a really high DPS tower. Spam the ability. Every time it's up, we use it. I'm literally spamming the mouse. You can see the Moab Eliminator actually does like quite a bit of damage. The DDT's kind of leaked through, but who cares really. Moab Eliminator, we got to 48,213. That's up there competing with the Moab Domination. Now we're gonna try again, but this time Moab Domination bottom path. I kind of didn't spam there, but like we didn't have it up at the very end, so. Frag bombs does not seem to be the way to go though. 48,521, so it's pretty close. So no matter which cross pathing you go on this tower, they're both about the same. 48,521 is 48,213. This is more situational. And then bottom path. This one's mainly good for when you lose lives. But we're gonna try it. Bomb Blitz. How much is Bomb Blitz? 37, 41, 41k. In the bad. This guy, he does damage. He's not gonna do tons and tons of damage. Like, I kind of thought it'd do a bit more than it currently is, but like, it doesn't do that much. So Bomb Blitz only did about 4368. Which honestly, you can see it kind of like did more damage, but it didn't add to the pop count when we lost lives. We're gonna try 025. Which is just gonna be shooting faster, not less range, probably a little more damage, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's gonna be doing more damage. So 6,700. That's a pretty big difference. Attack shooter. That's the one we might have to place in a little bit of a different area, but we're gonna start 520. And we're gonna check how much it costs after we're done. So the attack shooter 520 gave us a total popping power. Actually, we need everything to disappear. So we have 45,026. This thing costs 49.52. 53k roughly. Let's sell that and let's get the other cross path. Obviously, this is probably going to do less damage, but we shall see. Yeah, this one's significantly less. The other, or not significantly less, but enough to not be worth it in this situation. Maybe if you place it in the middle here, it might do a little more damage. In fact, we can actually test that. Yeah, like, okay, so I guess that, like, that really didn't have an impact. I'm not 100%, I mean, 45,026. And we placed it in a better area, I guess to call it. It's still just, nah. Middle path, 16, 18, 19k. Use the ability. You can see it's like not even doing, it's not even close. So we have 6,000 332. So we have 250. Now we're gonna move on to the 052. Okay, so we're gonna do the bottom path now with more tax. I get that my like macro with the ability wasn't the best there, but it's not like we were gonna get like 20k if I used the ability more efficiently. With this one, we got even less, or about the same, maybe a little, yeah, a little less. So, the top path is definitely the best, or the top path is outperforming it, and it's not even close. Let's see what the bottom path does. Let's get rid of our tower and move on to the tax zone. This one might be better if you placed it in the middle as well, but I'm not 100% on that. Tax zone. It seems like it does about the amount of damage you would expect. So we have 18,314. And we're gonna move on to the other cross path. So moving on to the next cross path, and also looking at how much the tax zone costs, we have 21, 24, 25k. About half as much as the fire upgrade. And it didn't do quite half the damage that the fire did. It almost did. $7k. Okay, let's see how this goes. 9k, 8k. I mean, that one's even weaker if you ask me. So, because 205 definitely did more damage. Now I'm just going to demonstrate that Ice Monkey with anything but the bottom path can't do damage to adds. I'm going to try to at least. If it can, then cool, I guess. Yeah, like look at this. It literally doesn't even do damage, so I'm not going to include it on the list. reset this. What about the middle path? We have the abilities, of course. But that does 1 damage, quite literally. So, I'm not even gonna like go through this. Like, is this even worth your time? You already know that the ice tower isn't worth it. Except for maybe the bottom path. Well, let's try Icicle Impale. See how good this does. I mean, it does not do great, but it does alright. About 3.5k. So far, not the worst, because the Ultra Juggernaut was the worst that we had so far. So we have, or wait, it actually did a little more, 4,700. And Ice Impale is 34, 36, 36k. So really, the Icicle Impale is supposed to be with other towers. 36k though isn't like terrible. Let's try the cross path just to see what it's like. This one might actually be better. It looks like it's going to be. Based off how fast he's shooting, like, it's gonna be better. Yeah, for sure. So 025 is the way to go with the Icicle Impale. And he's gonna be doing around I'm just waiting, 6150. That's the only icicle that you really need to worry about. I already showed you that you don't need to worry about the rest. Kind of the same with the glue gunner. The only path that really does damage is this one. The other cross path is not going to benefit you. It's only going to hurt you. At least I would think. I could be completely wrong on that. But like, yeah, you're not going to want to be using the balloon solver on this thing. It only does around 2868. And how much is it again? The balloon solver is 23, 28, 30, 30k. Like, at least the Ultra Juggernaut, like, gave us the right popping power. So just to prove to you that it doesn't help us, it only hurts us, we're gonna go through this. If that helps us, then I would be surprised, honestly. Like, you would never get any help from that middle path. I would assume it's going to be the same. You really don't know until you try it though. Why did that help actually? What the heck? 3052? $520? Then obviously just to prove the point that like this path isn't any good, we're gonna have to use this. That's 3. Like, look at this. Yeah, you already see the point. We don't even need to finish that. That's literally like the most useless thing. And then the bottom path, just to show you that like it's probably useless again. Actually, no. Whoa. The super glue with corrosive glue is coming in pretty okay. We can do the middle path with super glue, but I doubt that it's gonna do any damage. So I'm gonna like show it and I'm gonna do like a fast explanation probably. It actually does more damage. So a 205 does more damage than the 520 did. 3,500. Super glue. Wow, I'm surprised honestly. 33, 37, about 37. Okay. We can try the middle path super glue. I don't believe the super glue does damage on its own. Wide open monkey ace. Just to prove the theory that it does absolutely no damage. I guess it does 50 for some reason. What if this is better? Like, why does this do 50 damage? I'm kind of confused. $3,500 was the number to beat. Did we get 3,500? Not quite. It was super close. Like, we might even get 3,500. No, 3 short. Sucks to suck. Like, look, the middle path with this. How much is this gonna do? This is absolutely no damage. Doesn't even hit the Moab. Or, I mean the bad. Look at that. Absolutely no damage. But next we're gonna move on to the snipers. Any tower that's gonna be the whole map, we can place anywhere. So we're gonna start with triple Moab, and we're not gonna worry about that. So triple Moab, boss, 36. 41, 44, 45, 6, 7, 8, 48k. So quite an expensive one. We're gonna have him up on the side here. This is like a support tower, I feel. Like, yeah, you can do it in like round 40, it's easy. But like, look at the popping power, it really feels more like a support tower to something like the Moab Eliminator or the Permacharge or Moab Domination so far. Like, this thing does some damage, don't get me wrong, it does some. But it's not nearly enough to justify using it, I don't think. 7225. 520. Do it again. This one might do more. Like, it looks like it's going to do more. Because the middle path doesn't really add like one balloon damage, it just adds like group damage. So it'd be better for things like round 95. Which, by the way, on the round 95 one, we're not going to test like all these. We're not going to test like every single tower. I don't think. Like we're doing here. But we might. But this one is like over double. Sitting in at 14,790. $502. Okay, so this is kind of proof of concept. We're gonna not finish this one probably. Yeah, look at that. Like, you can say all you want, but like that one, we're not gonna rank it. So now we know that 205 would probably be okay. Let's try it. This one's also the cheapest of the 3 snipers. And I believe he shoots faster the further they get on the map, if I'm not mistaken. $11, $12, $13, $14. It does more than the cripple Moab. And say all you want, like, oh, these are supposed to be grouped with certain towers. We're checking raw DPS of 1 tower. We can test the situations all you want, but 1 tower is what we're testing. Elite Defender 205. We're gonna try the cross path in just a second. How much is the Elite Defender? The Elite Defender is 15, 19, 23, 23k roughly. Oh yeah, and by the way, for the water towers, we're gonna test those specifically at the end. We're gonna skip over them for now, so I don't have to waste my powers and stuff. $21,882 is the number to beat. So far, not looking too good. And for 95, we're primarily going to be looking at like how far they get and if they pass or fail. So it might even be easier for round 95, and we probably could have done that already, but I want to separate that into another part. But yeah, look, obviously weaker for like single bads. Monkey Ace. $502 starting first. This is the Sky Shredder. Look at the damage the Sky Shredder does. Oh wow. 14, 15, 16. This is gonna destroy the bad. Oh. We're almost there. There you go. Destroys the bad. And some more. $47,535. And the Sky Shredder is 38, 43, 44, 45k roughly. So we want to put that into perspective. That is as much as like the Bomb Blitz. Or no, Permacharge. That's as much as the Permacharge, a little more, and it did way more damage. So the Sky Shredder is going to be a better option than the Permacharge is. Now we're going to just try the cross path. Of course, probably less because the bottom path does more for us. You never know, it could be about the same. It's almost dead. 47,555. Wait, that's wrong. 47,535. 54,073. Wow. So apparently the 520 is going to do more damage for you in this situation. Next, we're going to test the Thar Bomba. This costs 34, 49, 50, 50k or so. So for Thar Bomba, it's more about the ability. Like, let's be honest here. Which does roughly 3k. So if you were on a longer map, then maybe the Thar Bomba would do better, since it literally does 3k with its ability. We're gonna let the thing go all the way through, spamming this ability. I'm not gonna cross path too much because, like, okay, it does damage. I mean, we could try it, sure, why not? 13,482. Like, let's just cross path just for the fun of it. It shoots even slower, and it's probably even worse. Like, I need to use the ability. If I remember, at the end we had a lot of time anyways, so it still does the same 3k, it still does the same damage with the darts, just it shoots even slower. I don't see why you would need this. Or actually, no, yeah, the bomb path just centers it and makes you, like, have more pierce, I guess, so this does make sense. If you have better macro than I do, you could probably fit one more in here. Never mind. 12,511. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the Flying Fortress. 97k. So this is almost 115k, like 113k, 115k. That's a lot of money for a tower. Let's see if it holds up. Okay, one more time, since I was surprised. 113, 115k for this Flying Fortress. That's absolutely insane. Like, if you can get this by round 100, you have, like, cracked the code, I guess. Okay, so let's do this. Flying Fortress. Look at this. I would expect this to, like, dominate and, like, absolutely win the round, to be honest. Anything less, I don't think I could accept from a Flying Fortress. Or else the thing is just not worth it. DDTs kind of got through. But we got 57,272. So this is 205. I'm assuming that it's just because DDTs have camo that we couldn't detect the camos. So what if we did a Flying Fortress with the middle path? You're losing a little bit of that DPS, but you're probably destroying the stupid DDTs. If it can even make it to the DDTs. Yeah, like, look, it destroyed the DDTs. And we get to see how much the bad has. It has like 54. That's a lot of popping power. 54,9, 489, bad, destroyed. So that's the strongest tower so far, but it's also the most expensive. Coming in at like 115k. Okay, so we're done with the monkey ace. Now what? We have the heli pilots. So we have the dart ship, which is going to be the top path. How much does that cost? 48, 60, 70k. like 72k basically. We're gonna cross path it. It looks like in relation to the Flying Fortress that this might actually be like proportional. I'm not 100%. If we get to like 30k, then we'll be good. But it doesn't look like that, so. Flying Fortress. By itself, the Flying Fortress seems like it's about proportional. So 40,999 with the 520. So that's, so for your money, that's about the same as getting a Flying Fortress. And then you could also buy another tower, and assuming that tower was worth just as much, then you could destroy the bad. That would actually be really good. This one might not be able to destroy the DDTs. That's the only issue with what I see here. So you'd be spending an extra 3 or 4k trying to get this thing to destroy DDTs. Yeah, see, the thing just doesn't destroy DDTs. It can destroy the ZOMGs, but 57,094. So that's actually almost as strong as the Flying Fortress. But you also don't have the camo detection. So I'm gonna quickly go through this. We don't really need to calculate anything yet. I will explain why. Watch what Special Preparations does. The stupid thing isn't that strong. I'm not even gonna include this. It's not like it's gonna be included anywhere. This tower is kind of bad. Now we get to go on to the Comanche Commander. Comanche Commander costs 37, plus 9, 48, 51, about 52k. So let's see how it does. I'm really dreading having to like control that thing, by the way. Also, it looks like it has some sort of bomb. That's really cool, I guess. Might not destroy the bad. So we're just looking at raw popping power, remember. Like, I'm saying this a lot, but I know someone is going to comment, like, this is better in certain situations. Raw DPS. Which this destroyed the bad. The ZOMGs. Kinda rough. Didn't quite destroy them. 47,869. Okay, so I'm gonna control the Comanche Defender now, which I believe the top pass should always be gone on your tower. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's kind of yeah, we're gonna have that on. Can still attack it, by the way. But yeah, this is proof that like you should always go the top path on the heli pilot. It gives quad darts. It gives like 2 times the DPS. Like, and where would you not want that, essentially? That's 17,827. Okay, I'm not gonna go through the mortars because you have to like you have to like change their position. I can show you what like this would be like. I mean, you can see the numbers here. We're not going to really control them, and we're not going to do anything with them, so move on to Dartling Gunners. The Dartling Gunners, top path 102, 114, 118, 119k. I would assume that the laser is going to be super good if it's 119k. You have to control it, by the way. If you don't want to control the laser, you're probably not getting the most out of it on a track like this. You can see we destroyed the bad, like, completely. The ZOMGs are kind of okay. So that's the same exact number as the Flying Fortress. So Dartling laser 59 489. I'm typing the numbers, by the way. Can the bottom path destroy it or not? Comment what you think below before we do this. I'll give you a second. 3, 2, 1, go. We can't quite see the numbers, but you get the point. Honestly, that didn't convince me as much as the Flying Fortress that costs 4k less. I think the Flying Fortress might be better at destroying these things. I guess 95 will tell us a little bit about the DPS of these towers. But you can see, like, it's just having less DPS. The ZOMGs kind of didn't want to die. And we destroyed it anyway, so let's do the middle path on the Dartling Gunner unless you need it. Need to not do it. For that, okay. The Mad. How much is the Mad? The Mad costs 64. Plus 5 is 69, 70. 75. 6. 76k. Let's see how the Mad does. We have to use the ability, which can be kind of awkward. Dude, the Mad? What? Dude, the Mad is like really good. Not good at handling these ceramics, but good at destroying the Moabs. That's for sure. 53,713. I'm writing this down. 250. So let's try the 052. Drawn tower. Maybe you might want to save the ability for whenever the thing is destroyed, if these ceramics are having so much troubles. Yeah, you want to save it for when the blumps are destroyed. For sure. 56,698. So save the ability for whenever like the ceramics start appearing and the Mad is good. Alright. This tower, we might want to place it a little closer, like in this area. I'm gonna place it in the middle so like it doesn't get anything obstructed. I get that, like, that kind of breaks what we've been doing, but Balloon execution zone 62, 75, 78, 79, 79k. I said balloon execution, I meant balloon exclusion. Hopefully you understand. Keep in mind that this thing has a little bit of an extra range. So even though it looks like we're kind of sort of out of range, like looks like it struggled with DDTs. The ceramics, no problem. 57,230. So we're gonna write this down. As a 205. Maybe the middle path will give us that camo detection. That does. Maybe the DDTs might work with this. But like the DPS goes a little down on this path, I think. No, not really. But the DDTs still have troubles. Yeah, that's about the same number. Still DDT troubles. So next we're gonna do the Wizard. Archmage. The Prince of Darkness is probably gonna do better than the 95 test, but we're still gonna use him here. Archmage is 45, 46, 46k or so. Archmage. This is going to settle our debate on whether or not the middle or the bottom path is better to cross path with. Archmage, like, look at his DPS. It's not that great. It's something, but it would be better. Especially for 46k, like. $17,100 looks like it's gonna be our ending number. Never mind. 18,441. So we're going to put the Archmage with Intense Magic now and see what happens. $2K, $3K, $4K. Oh, it might be a little better. Also, Wall of Fire would make it run into DDT troubles. So you wouldn't be able to do damage to the DDTs. So maybe this in a way might be better. Who knows? It got less of a number, but you know. Archmage done. Now we're gonna move on to the Wizard Lord Phoenix. Okay, with the Wizard Lord Phoenix, I've heard that this tower had like one of the highest DPS in the game. We will see how it works. Wizard Lord Phoenix. We're gonna take the top path first. 58, 62, well 63 or so. 66, 67k. So we're gonna see how this does. Use his ability. We're not gonna let him stay dormant whenever we don't need to. He's probably doing less DPS being dormant like this as well, so. Let's crack the code on if this tower is really that much better or not. It looks like you're probably going to want to be using his ability whenever he's like not. But look at the ZOMG damage, it's like none. You aren't destroying the ZOMGs. 40,144. If this destroys the ZOMGs, that's gonna be major. If there's like a big difference, I'm gonna use the ability whenever like I should. But if it's just a minor difference by like under 5k, I'm not using the ability differently and redoing the first test. In fact, this looks like it's even going to be less. Yeah, it's like about the same. Very slight difference, so I'm not gonna do anything different. 41,245. With the 052. Prince of Darkness. 29, 30, 30k. Prince of Darkness. This one I'm not expecting to have as high of DPS. And in fact, you probably would get more DPS if you killed things beforehand. For example, let's like spawn one red. Never mind. Prince of Darkness, I'm not expecting too much out of this. Now we could do like a max sacrifice Prince of Darkness and see where we are. But we're not doing max sacrifice. We can do that some other time. In fact, that's round 95 for you. That's like around 95. You'll see how effective that is. But like Prince of Darkness, like 1k. Not even 1k. That's kind of like not good. So he's not a very good like single target tower, which makes sense. I'm not gonna sit here and say Prince of Darkness is the best tower at doing that. He's really good in round 95 with DVTs. And we're about halfway done. Look at that. And we really don't have to test 2 of the tower. Well, 2.5, because we don't really have to test the alchemist, the farm, the village, and some of the MG. But yeah, that's no bet. Super Monkey. I'm expecting this to be like super good. But yeah, we'll see how he does. Okay, Super Monkey is super expensive. True Sun God, 5, 6, 660, 666. Okay. Now I get it, like, there's probably not going to be much that changes between the first temple and the second. And that's like sacrifices. Of course you can get more and you can like sacrifice more and like get more, but hey, let's check out how it does. Max sacrifices, by the way, you'd be spending, I think it was 300k or something. Or it's 250k, sorry. Which we can actually do a max sacrifice temple if you really wanted to see. Like the Vengeful Temple, let's call it. $34 to $90. 520. Okay, so before we do the max sack temple, we're gonna do one more test, which is the bottom path with this. I would assume it's gonna be weaker in this regard. Yeah, pretty obviously weaker, I think. Obvious, it's kind of weaker, so we're not gonna document that. Max stack temple. Here's how we do it. So we're gonna get Dart Monkey with crossbow. We're gonna go a little over the max, by the way. We'll do Boomerang. Don't worry about the cost. The cost doesn't really have anything to do with the power. Triple Moab. Thar Bomba. Magic. Into Darkness. And Archmage. And then support. One here. We'll give him this and that. And then we have to do it one more time. So we have to give him crossbow. Then give Moab Domination. Then Moab and Thar Bomba, and Prince of Darkness, and I'll give the Ninja Monkey this time, and then Permaspike, which I shouldn't have been doing Permaspike. We should like clear the map before, but Permaspike, Super Mines. That should be enough for the Vengeful Temple, which actually can't be had in this map. We just get max sack. So I'm just gonna include max sack. Watch the DDT, or watch the bad just get demolished. Yeah, okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. That is 100 bads. No chance, man. They had no shot at all. Maybe. Why are these permaspikes like actually destroying DDTs? What the heck? Anyways, clearing the map. Handle 100 DDTs or bads. I'm not gonna like go too much into that because yeah, that's max sack. Who cares? Can we get rid of this spike, please? Yeah, thank you. Anti-balloon. 118k, 127, 8, 9, 130k. This one I believe is like the ability tower, so let's spawn the tower and see what happens. The ability does like 9k damage maybe. So going that middle path, 57272. I don't know how it had like a higher number, but just kind of did. Now anti-balloon with the bottom path. I'd be cringing being like, whoa, the bottom path! I think that like the things do less damage. His arms do way less damage if you don't get the top path. And that's like what's happening right here. The top path is just way better for cross path. And then get like 3k, which is kind of unfortunate. 59,489. Bad, destroyed. Just as I said that, it destroyed the DPS. Okay, the next tower, which is also the most expensive, is the Legend of the Night. Someone can move around too, so it costs 330k. You would expect it to be good, by the way. Which, let's see how good it actually is. I'm actually gonna start it like closer to the start of the map, so we can actually move around with the bad. You can see like it's ripping through it, kind of. Look at that. Bad destroyed. I want to keep it in the same place and show you what happens whenever like DVPs spawn on it. So I'm just gonna like brute force DVPs and bads through this. And we'll say bad destroyed and give it like the number that like shows how that it destroyed it. Which, this is absolutely insane. How much damage that this does. The ability even helps it. You can destroy all these bads. Look at this. Like, look at how easy it was to destroy that. You can see, like, we aren't losing lives. That's a force field. Bad destroyed. Never go the middle path. It does, like, way less damage. It's a scam. Ninja Monkey, we're not going to test the middle path because, yeah, we're not going to. I can show you why. Even against like the big groups of balloons, we're not going to show this. Watch. Look how much damage it does. Literally 0. Clear monkeys, clear balloons. We have that little area down there, but we're going to be playing more anyways. Grandmaster Ninja at 41k. But with the Ninja Grandmaster, we've let him place down enough spikes, I feel. The call trips, whatever you want to call them. The bad didn't spawn, rip. So you can see like his DPS is actually not that good. He has something. It's better than some of these other towers, but like, he's not doing very good. Yeah, we get a little area there. He did 7,101. Get rid of that. Clear out the call trips. Take a DVT through it. And we'll do the zero. No, not that one. A little ahead of myself there. Let's see if this is any better. I wouldn't expect it to be any better, but you might if you really are in the whatever. 7,000 is what we need to be. Doesn't look like we're beating that, so for that tower in specific, the bottom path is always better. Or cross pathing. Maybe not. Wait. I might have spoken too soon. Yeah, bottom path. Okay, so now we're gonna do the Master Bomber. 48, 51, 51k. And this is his specialty. This is where he like shines. So if he's not able to destroy this thing, I don't know what to say. Each bomb does 1k, which isn't nearly as much. Which they could buff this tower, honestly. That might be a good choice. Is like give it a very slight buff. Cause like you can see it just, yeah. Those things are getting stuck to it. But in the end, it just struggles. 48,803. Get DT to come through here and clean out the spikes. And we'll do the middle path with this. Oh yeah, we need to show the DPS. $48,803 is what to beat. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, not quite. Alchemist. Permabrew, very obviously, don't need it. I'm gonna do BMA first because you should know about BMA. I'm gonna send DDT to clear everything. Also, this thing can't spot camos. How much damage does this do? This does 5 damage per. So he's really useful, but he needs another tower with him. So you would need like something to kill the DDT for the BMA to actually do its job. Therefore, BMA is pretty average. Let those puddles disappear. Middle path. I'm not doing the top path. Alk. Total transformation. 052. Let's see how this does. He's infected the bad. Let's see how it goes. Get some lasers. Yeah, no. Total transformation, I'm not even gonna try this out. I'm not gonna include this in our stats because it's not gonna be good for either of them if it's not good here. Honestly. The total transformation is kind of a fluke. Don't worry about them. Next, we're gonna do Superstorm. Oh. Superstorm with Swarmthorn and Heart of Oak. Superstorm cost 91k, 93 for 94k. And we're gonna spawn the bad. This one's probably a more 95 thing. Like, look at the damage. It's super low, super bad. Probably, like, not beating even the Prince of Darkness. Prince of Darkness, by the way, had 1k, roughly. The Druid only got 919. We can cross path this though. Even though he has like more thorns. Cross path differently, see if he gets any better. Not that like this DPS is gonna matter, but let's see what happens. I mean, he does a considerable more, or he does considerably more damage. He does like almost double the damage. 1603. We're gonna try the middle path out. I don't think the middle path is good in 95 either. It's like more of an eco path, but we can still try it, who cares? Like growth plants. You can see like it literally doesn't do any damage. More than the Superstorm. But it's not going to be good for 95 because of camo detection. Which also probably means like Superstorm won't either, but... Lightning might be better for this, but I'm not even going to try the lightning. Because this tower does such less DPS and like, it's not good. How much does it even cost? 42, 3, 4, 44k? Eight, 3, 5, 8. 0, 5, 2. Now the one that probably does the most DPS, Avatar of Wrath. I've always been told to do Swarmthorn. Let's see if that's like the case and that actually gives us the most. 51, 52k. Let's check out the damage. Look at that. Look at that damage. Ooh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down there, buddy. Can't do DDTs. But he can do the Moabs and struggles a little bit with the ceramics. So the Avatar of Wrath, 44, 218. If you do 0, 2, 5, let's try the other one. Other cross path. See if that's any better. Spoiler alert, I don't think it will be better. Yeah, 44k is what we need to be, and he's not even like halfway there, so I highly doubt it. He might not even like barely destroy the bad. Yeah, he got it, but it's not very not very convincing. Okay, so next, bike factories, super mines, 162, 173, 174k super mines. And we place this at the end of the track, by the way. And we're cross-pathing both of them. We'll give it some time to heat up. Call it now. Now, I'm not gonna be like, okay, we should have waited until they started like destroying themselves, basically. Just look at how much damage that this does, man. It's pretty insane. Super mines, 59,489, bad, destroyed, 520. So super mines are really good at this. We can clear them, right? No, we have to wait. So we're just gonna wait for them to destroy themselves. And then carpet spike with white hot spikes. Carpet spike cost 48, 53, 53k. Let's spawn the bad. I'm thinking this is going to be the weakest of all of them. But you honestly never know. Like, the bad is being destroyed. It's gonna be these smaller blimps that like get it in the ceramics that really destroy the reputation of the carpet spikes. Yeah, not quite, but it was close. 57,421. 250. So that's like the closest as failing as can be, basically. What about the cross path? Probably fails to destroy DDTs due to the lack of lead defense. Which I think that you also need to start the round. So obviously, like if we would have started round 100, we probably would have gotten more defense out of this. Yeah, see, DDT's nothing. So I'm assuming that this DPS is going to be like half of the DPS. Always go to the top path if you do this tower. That's kind of what I fear with the other tower that we're going to play. The Perma Spike. We'll let this one actually charge up. 32, 36, 7, 38k. Okay, I think that's long enough. The bat has to get all the way to the end, and then we can see what happens. That's a lot of spikes. If it doesn't destroy the bat, I don't know what will, honestly. Like, imagine if you got this at like wave 70, nothing got to it. That would be insane to have this much at the end. One spike does 510. Yeah, okay, it destroyed it. 27,240. We're gonna reset. We have these little spikes at the end, but that's whatever. Okay, 205. Let this thing charge up a little bit. You saw it destroying the bad. I don't know if you like actually saw that earlier, but it destroyed the bads. Or DDTs, I mean. I think that's enough charging. We can actually let it come on now. Let's see if this can destroy the bads. It should be able to. Nothing yet. It all comes at the very end. Dude, what? They almost destroyed the bad, for real. What? So yeah, that can destroy the bad. It has super high DPS. Let's restart again to get rid of those spikes. NG top path. I don't have high hopes for this. We're just gonna do a quick little test run of this. The middle path I'm gonna show off and why we shouldn't do it. Oh yeah, we're in slow mode. Okay, NG, getting there. Yeah. NG. Century Champion. This is actually really good. I'm surprised. I've always thought that the Century Champion was like a bit weaker than the rest. $24,265. 520. Let's try the bottom path with it now. Okay, DPS. Mod check. DPS. It's non-existent compared to the other one. Yeah, non-existent. I don't think the middle path will do anything, because that's just like a boost. But what about the bottom path, possibly? I don't think that the Icicle trap can do bads. If it could, that'd be really cool. But yeah, you can see like it doesn't take bads. So unfortunately, your sentry, your NGs aren't gonna do too much for you. Alright, so I'm gonna compile all the results and we will come back and I'm gonna show you what the results are. Alright, so for the first part, we're talking about which ones defeated the bads, which ones took out the DDTs and took out the ZOMGs and destroyed the bad. This was the Flying Fortress, which is 115k with 025. Dartling Laser, which is the Dartling Gun top path, 520, which is 119k. Max Sacrifice Temple. I'm not going to really go too much into that, because that's like extra. Anti-Bloom, which was 130k, 052. Legend of the Night, 330,000, 205. Super Mines, which is 174,000 with 520. Perma Spikes, if left to charge for long enough, 38k, 205. Next, we're going to move on to the ones that got close to destroying it. Alright, these are all the towers that got close to destroying the bad. Like they took out the first part, but then maybe had DDT troubles, or maybe just didn't get everything after the bad broke its first shell. Carpet Spikes, which almost had it, and you can see the cost next to them. Avatar of Wrath, Master Bomber, Wizard Lord Phoenix, Balloon Exclusion, the Mad, Apache Dartship Prime, Comanche Defender, Sky Shredder, Moab Eliminator, Moab Domination, and Permacharge. Anything you did not see on these two lists, I would not consider to have high DPS, and I will not bring up again in this video. There's going to be another video, because this one's way too long, where I'm just going to go over the round 95 towers. But before we do that, I'm going to go over the most cost-effective ways to destroy a bad. So let's compile our data. Oh yeah, and one more tower I forgot to include was the fire tower on the tack shooter. 520, and it costs 53k, so yeah. Alright, so these are the three combos that should be able to theoretically destroy bads and cost not a lot. Carpet Spikes and Elite Defender, Permacharge and Elite Defender, Moab Eliminator, and Crossbowmaster. Those are the three cheapest alternatives if you want to use multiple towers to destroy a bad. Let's go into game and see if they actually work. Alright, so the first one we're going to play is Carpet Spikes with the top path, of course, and the Elite Defender with the 205. And we're going to spawn the bad, and we're going to see if we can destroy it. That's essentially what we're doing here. We have to get all the DDTs, and we have to get all the ZOMGs out in order for it to be counted as a destroy. In which, as you can see right here, we're gonna get quite close if we don't get this. But yeah, there you go. If you want to two-tower the game, Elite Defender and Carpet Spike. Let's try round 95 against this real quick, because this is generally considered like the toughest round. Our Elite Defender isn't detecting camos. This might be kind of rough. Question mark? Question mark? So let's try round 95, but let's give this. Let's give him this. That he can detect camos, or I guess that's a bad. 95. Let's go. So now he can detect the DDTs. He should be on strong as well. That's kind of on me. So not quite getting through 95, but 100, yes. So now we're gonna delete this tower, and we're gonna put the permacharge boomerang out there. And we're gonna actually move this. We're gonna put the village around this because they both can't see camo. And then we're gonna give this elite defender just 220 village. And I believe it was, let's check our notes again. I have like a little notepad here. Ah yes, 052. Theoretically, this should be able to destroy a bad. If all goes according to like our plan that we have. This should destroy the bad. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, so another 3 tower, I guess. Let's try this out against 95. Most of these are gonna fail at 95, by the way. Like, I'm not expecting any of these to really pass around 95, except for maybe this one. If the ability lasted longer, I think that this would last 95. Like, that was way closer than the carpet spikes and elite defender. So next we're gonna do Moab Eliminator and Crossbowmaster. So for this one, we're gonna give Monkey Intelligence Brew, I think. Or do we not need that? I'm not sure. Let me check if let's check if this guy can destroy DDTs or not. Yeah, he can. Alright. But wait, I'm not sure about this one, so maybe get this. In fact, let's just do it. And let's check our notes. 052 performed better. Round 100, the bad. This one's the closest of all the ones that we have so far. Like, this one came the closest. But it's gonna handle it like almost no problem, looks like. Well, yeah, very slightly. If you had a few lives, then you might survive. This one I feel like would be the best for 95. Let's check it out. Yeah, no, not getting through 95. So if you're looking to play more than one tower and be cost effective, it looks like the permacharge plus elite defender is actually your best bet to go. Wow. So I'm gonna place these towers on the screen. Permacharge and elite defender. So 052 and 205 with a 2-2 village. That's gonna be a really good option for destroying all the rounds in the game. It might struggle against things like 63, I would think, but this is your best option. I know this was a little bit of a long video, but this is statistics, and we actually figured something out. If you learned something, if you like crack the code with me, then be sure to slap the like button. Comment below what you were most surprised about in this video. I think I'm most surprised that like the NG actually did damage, and that this is the best combination, because I always heard Moab Eliminator, and I've always heard that the Wizard Lord Phoenix were the 2 highest DPS towers. But it turns out like for their costs, not so much. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one, and bye bye.